We are so close to week one of Nub League, and I'll be honest, the closer we're getting to it, the more I'm excited about it. And I'm surprised I haven't done this in a while. Maybe doing it bring some shit, so I guess we'll find out. But I'm actually super excited for this. Nub League Season 1, we're gonna see 10 teams battle it out for over 9 weeks. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but I'm also introducing Fantasy Nub League. Let me go over exactly what that is being, because essentially not only the players are able to partake, but you, the viewer who might just be watching, not even playing as a player, can also partake and win yourself a little bit of money. Not too much money. It's probably just gonna be $100 at the end of the year, but or at the end of the 9-week period. But hey, it's completely free. Anyone can play, whether you're a sub, a follower, it does not matter. So let me go over how it is. So I think it's better to explain it as DraftKings. If you ever played DraftKings before, you draft players for that particular week. Essentially what you're doing is drafting players for that particular game, and you get to draft one player. I'm going to go ahead and use an example to get you going. Let's say Purple Haze and Dark Vortex were playing. It's going to go by the number of points that player ends up getting. You need to vote for the player that you think is going to get the best points in the match. Not the most kills, not the most assists, not the most plants, the most points. So a cumulative of all those things. Plus, you also want to remember the winning team gets extra points at the end of the game. So you might go ahead and say vote for Tasty on Purple Haze, but Base over on Dark Vortex does better because his team won the game. So he gets more points. So think of it this way. When you're voting for the player you want, you first need to account which team do I think is going to win. Then you want to vote for a person on that team that is going to win. Because most likely, even the worst player of that game on the winning side, more often than not, is going to have more points than the losing main player because of the 3,000 points they get at the end of the game. So again, let's go ahead and use an example. Let's say Tasty is one on Purple Haze, Base is the other on Dark Vortex. Let's say for this outcome, Dark Vortex comes over Purple Haze and you vote for Base. Base, let's say, finishes second on his team of 5. Essentially, that means you are going to get 3 points because you voted and got the second best player. You need to get one of the top 3 players. This is going to sound really confusing, but it's essentially, it's making sense in my mind, so I hope it makes sense in your mind. Over each particular game, you have the option of voting for one of the 10 players in the match. If you vote and get correct one of the top 3 players, again, you get 1 vote. If you guess number 1 and it was Nexi, boom, all of a sudden you got 5 points. If you guessed Mags and he was number 2, boom, now you got 3 points. If you guessed Mambra and he was number 3, boom, you got 1 point. If you voted on anybody else on Dark Vortex or the team they face, let's say Purple Haze in this matter, you get no points at all. You have the opportunity of getting 5 points every single match. So essentially, you have the opportunity of earning 25 points every single Sunday because there are 5 games every single Sunday. Now, the reason why I'm doing it this way is, 1, it gives you a reason to be there for every single match. Why? Because you need to be there for the vote. It's going to happen 5 minutes before the game. If you're not there for the vote, you miss out on that opportunity to earn yourself 5 points. Not only, again, the viewers are going to partake in this as well. So there's a total of 25 points you can earn every single Sunday. I will keep track of your points throughout the season. So as far as whoever has the most points, once we get to the end of the regular season, I'm going to find out if I want to do a playoff system where maybe the 10 best players move into a playoff, or we just keep it going all the way through the championship, and then whoever has the most points overall will go ahead and take home that $100. So again, it's completely free of charge. There's nothing to do other than watch. Again, the reason I'm doing it this way is to give you, the viewer, a particular reason to watch every single matchup. That way, of course, it's helping out the channel and helping out the channel in terms of getting it a little bit more exposure with this season here, because I would like to move this season, like I've said before, into doing it more fluidly. I know I've said that multiple times, but if we can get, those 10 teams to go ahead and partake this season and then have a 3-4 week layoff, and then boom, now all of a sudden 2 teams of that 10 dropped off, but now 6 more teams want to join, and boom, season 2 has 14 teams. I think it's really cool doing it that way because the more teams, the bigger prize pool. And this is just a way to help get the viewers interactive with it as well, to give them a chance to earn not only some bragging rights, but if you're that number 1 player, a little bit of money also to go in your back pocket. I think I went over everything I wanted to. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM me, Barrow_34 on Twitter. I'm trying to do a much better job at answering Twitter DMs lately. I've been doing good, I think, but I'm still pretty shit at it. But I think it'll be a lot of fun. Again, you have a total of 25 points per day on every single Sunday. You do want to vote for, I would say, who you think is going to win. So again, let's use Tasty and Base as an example. Let's say Purple Haze is going to win this game. You think Base is going to get more points than a Purple Haze member, but you think Purple Haze is the better team. So you're thinking, okay, I'm going to vote for Tasty because his team's going to win. I don't think Base and Dark Vortex are going to win. So you want to vote for someone on Purple Haze first. Vote for a person on the team you think is going to win that matchup. That's the best way I got to say it. And also, do understand that there's going to be problems during this. There's going to be a time where you said you voted for Base, and all of a sudden I click, okay, let's see who voted for Base, and your name wasn't on there. You want to make sure you do it possibly multiple times. It's not going to hurt you in order of doing that. I'll explain to you before the vote is to take on how you need to vote. It's going to be just like every other time we've done it before. You have to do !bet, space, the number of the person you want to take in this duel, space, the number of points you want to go ahead and risk. Now, the points you want to go ahead and risk mean absolutely nothing to the fantasy part of it. But unfortunately, the only way your bet gets, let's say, recognized by my Streamlabs chatbot is you have to bet points. So what I've been testing it out for the last hour or so. What I personally would do is, let's say Tasty 0, and then Base is option number 1. So Tasty's option 0, Base is option number 1. What I would do is space 0 for Tasty, space 1 for 1 point. I want to bet 1 point. And then you can go ahead and earn points that way through the channel. But again, this is just mainly for the fantasy draft. So let's say if you want to vote for Base, you would do !bet, space number 1 for Base, space 50, because you want to bet 50 of your Barrow on Base. But again, that has no partake, but it's the only way for the bot to unfortunately recognize your vote. So I hope I explained that. I just wanted to go over that really quick with you. If you, again, any questions, anything like that, Barrow_34. We will have this Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Teams will be ready, hopefully, 15 minutes before their game time, because that's essentially what I told them to do in an email. Until then, be happy. Be healthy. And let me pause the video real quick and make sure there's nothing I forgot, because I don't want to edit this shit. Okay, I'm back. After a few minutes of deliberating with myself, I'm pretty sure I got everything down. But yeah, so we'll be live on Strum tonight. My OBS, is today Friday? Oh, fuck, today's Thursday. Oh, shit. I thought today, oh yeah, because I didn't Strum the last 2 days. My OBS has been shit, garbage, asshole, fuck. Let me tell you something, it's been horrendous lately. I'm gonna do everything I can, because I actually updated my OBS for once. I never do that because it's been so bad. But hopefully it works. If not, I actually might download Streamlabs OBS today. Once I wake up in the morning, I test it out. I might download the Streamlabs OBS. I'll see you tonight at latest 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. I might get on like an hour earlier, a couple hours earlier, if I'm able to get my OBS working, because I got nothing planned on Friday. Right now it's 1:13 a.m. Today's Friday. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.